Hey guys, Rory from A&S Gear right here. We've got a Pump Scout. I keep calling it a Pump Scout. It's really not a Pump Scout, a bolt action Scout in front of us from First Strike right here. Now, not only with the Scout version, but also on the T15s, we see a lot of barrel wobble in those, and a lot of people have complained lately that they've got a ton of barrel wobble in it. And there's nothing you can do about it. That's just the way the gun is until now. So First Strike heard your cries and they came out with this piece right here. So this is the Barrel Adjust 2.0. This replaces the mounting bracket that is inside the gun and gives you the stability that you're looking for. Now on the T15, the standard T15 version, we don't see that wobble at all. But any kind of T15 that has been upgraded with a rail system on it, we're gonna see a lot of that barrel wobble. On the Scout right here, we see a lot of that barrel wobble. I've got one in front of me right here, and I'm just gonna hold the body down and I'm gonna wiggle the barrel around. And you can see the amount of barrel wiggle that I have right here. I'm gonna pull this shroud off and you'll be able to see it even more once I get this off of here. So with this barrel adjuster, it eliminates that. Or I should say drastically reduces the amount of wobble. All right, so I take that off and then you can see just the amount of wobble that's going on right there. So this piece right here is going to replace the nut that's on here. It's got an extension on the front of it. Plus this front section right here has an O-ring that's set inside of here so that when the barrel is in there, the barrel is going to rest on this O-ring and we can tighten it down. And what's going to happen when we tighten this down and compress that O-ring is going to want to kind of squish out and get wide. And that's going to help keep that barrel from wiggling around inside of there. So first thing, let's get the barrel out. Oh, wrong direction. Now we need to remove the original nut that's on there. Now I don't know of any of these that you can get off hand unscrew them. When you put it on, you can hand tighten it on there and it's going to be fine. But getting it off, you're going to need some sort of wrench. So I've just got an adjustable wrench here. I'm going to put that on. And boy, oh boy, oh boy, that's really on there. Let me, there we go. Woo! That's what happens when you just take them right out of the box and you hope that they work in the video. Man, that one was on there. Turning all red. So, you got that coming off now. You can see just the amount of wiggle that you've got on there. Let's go ahead and take this one. We're going to put this on. And I'm just going to put it right down to the end. I'm not going to tighten this down on there. I'd recommend that you give it a little bit of a little, give it a little snug. You don't need to do anything crazy with it. And then I'm going to loosen this up just so that I can get my barrel in here. So I've got that in, just rotating it to where it locks in place. And then I can bring the nut down and set it on there just like that. Now, let me hold on to this, and you can see that there's really not much to it anymore. I'm trying to hold that as still as possible. And it doesn't budge. It's really nice and stiff. Now we can take our shroud, put that right back on there. And then we can put our screws back through and tighten this up. And that's really all there is to it. It's very simple to install, and boy, does it make a world of difference in how much wobble is going on the end of the gun. It's rigid now, it's not going anywhere. So I know a lot of you guys out there have said, hey man, my barrel wobbles, and that up until this point there wasn't anything we could do for you. It's just kind of the way the gun was designed. They heard the problem, they came up with a solution. Here it is, and boy, does it work. This is the Barrel Adjuster 2.0. Really works for the Scout setup or any T15 that has a rail system built onto it, or maybe a rail system that you've put onto it to get rid of that barrel wobble. Get yours now through ansgear.com.